I want to confess to you, Elle. I am Kira.
You're just coming out and saying you're Kira? What is your game, Light Yagami? I'm almost positive you're Kira, yet the real Kira would never just admit it unless he had some trick planned.
The guilt has been really getting to me. At first, I was just killing criminals, judging the wicked and trying to make the world a better place for the innocent. But I've been killing more and more innocent people whose only crime is that they were opposing Kira. I've gone too far, and it's time for me to face justice.
And what brought about this sudden desire to confess? The real Kira would never say this, and it doesn't seem like there's an angle for Light to benefit from. Is it possible Light isn't Kira, but just thinks he is?
It was after I killed Naomi Masora, instructing her to commit suicide in such a way no one could ever find her. I mocked her, gloating about her death. It struck me then I was becoming something as terrible as the criminals I was killing. I need to face justice. Well, this is the end. It's what I deserve, but I hope Elle will pull a few strings to ensure life imprisonment instead of execution. I need to sit and have a long, hard think about the kind of person I was turning into.
If what you say is true and you really are Kira, then you'll know what method he was using to kill.
I used a magical notebook called a death note, which allows you to kill anyone if you write down their name and know their face. You don't have to use heart attacks, though that is the default, but I used that method primarily because I wanted the world to know there was someone judging their actions. It was given to me by a Shinigami after it was thrown to Earth because he was bored and wanted to see how things would play out. Also, it gives me the ability to control people for a certain time before their deaths, which I've used to throw you off.
I see. Well, that was clearly complete nonsense. I have no idea what game he's playing, but I'm starting to think Light Yagami is just a moron with delusions of grandeur, who thinks he's Kira, but actually isn't. And what happened to this magical notebook?
The moment I realized what was happening to me, I buried it somewhere no one will ever find it. Before you ask, I did this because if I just returned it to the Shinigami who gave it to me, who is called Ryuk, incidentally, then I would have lost all my memories of
we
it.
Wouldn't want that.
Additionally, there's a risk he would have simply sprouted wings and flown off to give it to someone else.
Indeed.
You have to understand, he can phase through walls,
Undoubtedly.
so there's a real risk he could give it to someone really terrible.
But it's safe underground.
Yes, because I still technically own it and because it's not lost.
Ah, so this Shinigami respects the rules of finders, keepers. Not even the smallest piece of physical proof. Is he trying to send me on a wild goose chase, or could he actually be innocent? Even if everything you say is true, then that doesn't explain when your father and I installed cameras in your room and saw a criminal get killed by Kira, even though you had no access to the name or face of that criminal. I don't accept Kira would confess so readily, but if you're able to answer this riddle for me, then I'll believe what you say.
Damn it, I can't reveal my trick with the potato chips. It was the only thing giving me purpose. It's fine, I've given him more than enough evidence to convict me. I'll tell him nothing about that one little thing. Well, that would be illegal in Japan, so I don't accept that you'd have installed cameras in my room.
Oh my god, he knows nothing about this, and is suffering delusions. I've been wasting months of my time. I need to think up a smooth way to pull myself out of here. Ring ring. Do excuse me, one moment.
Did Elle just pretend his phone was ringing by saying the words, ring ring?
What was that, Watari? Compelling evidence Kira is actually on the other side of the world? Evidence Kira fled Japan after that first TV broadcast I did? In retrospect, it makes a lot of sense that after telling Kira I'd narrowed it down to the Kanto region of Japan, he would have left. Well, looks like I have to leave goodbye forever, and Light, please look into getting therapy.
Okay. Wait, so did I win? Just as planned?